Oh, so fabulous.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel once again. It's your girl Dumebi. If this is your first time coming across my channel, you're welcome to the channel. I do hope you decide to subscribe, and if you are a returning subscriber, you guys know that I love you. It's so good to have you here. Welcome back. So I recently heard that Mr. Steve Harvey was in Africa, in Zambia particularly, and he even had a meeting with the Zambian president. First of all, me just hearing this right off the bat, I was actually excited because I like when African diaspora people come to Africa, come to the motherland, visit the different countries, mingle with the people, you know, probably think of investing or even moving back home. Basically, I just like to see us bridging the gap. So I was excited, only for me to follow up on the story to see that Zambians and some other Africans as well are actually upset about the way Steve Harvey conducted himself when he met with the president. So from what I gathered after I watched the clips during the meeting between Steve Harvey and the Zambian president, President Hichilema, the Zambian president expressed how he would like Mr. Steve Harvey to consider investing or collaborating with Zambia to push the entertainment and media industry and tourism industry to the next level, considering the level of success that Steve Harvey has and his many years of expertise in showbiz.
With a career spanning over 4 decades, US media personality Steve Harvey stands as a global icon in the film and television industry, known for producing and starring in internationally acclaimed shows. Mr. Harvey brought his wealth of expertise to State House, where he met President Hakainde Hichilema this afternoon. At the meeting, President Hichilema expressed Zambia's intent to collaborate with Mr. Harvey to unlock opportunities in the country's film and television sector.
We also like what you've done for yourself, your family, for your business, Melt Holdings, and indeed what you are just beginning to talk about in terms of looking at the profile of the industry, where Africa sits, and how you can help to get Africa take its place in this industry, based on what you've done yourself, what you've seen over years, the gaps that were there, bringing family feud to Africa, like you say, was an issue. Others believed it was not workable, but you made it work. We like that entrepreneurship, that courage, that vision. So Zambia is available. Zambia is ready to be part of this dream, this opportunity.
And Tourism Minister Rodney Sikumba, who was also present, emphasized Mr. Harvey's potential to boost Zambia's tourism profile on the international stage.
In terms of tourism, and also our resolve as a country to ensuring that we work with celebrities such as yourself.
And if you ask me, I think the intentions are good. There's nothing wrong in wanting to further some aspects of your country and even build more opportunities for the citizens in film, in media. And speaking of Steve Harvey is no stranger to the motherland. Steve Harvey has traveled to different African countries. So I feel like he is definitely that kind of person that loves to connect back home. You guys know this channel is Pan-African. So I particularly like the fact that the president reached out to a fellow African person in diaspora to collaborate with and see how they could create opportunities and make something good out of this collaboration between them. But now watching the video, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way, the way Steve Harvey sounded.
First thing, can we move the slide, please? Somebody. Next. We don't need to go who I am. I'm famous. They just skipped out. Listen.
If I may, Ms. Harvey, just a quick moment. Really just from an introductory perspective, I think we've covered a bit and we'll definitely dive into the slides. I wanted to perhaps allow for the President to provide some opening remarks because we'll get because there's some aspects the media would have to excuse the meeting. That's
Watching that video, you can see that he somewhat sounded dismissive, and then when he was asked to introduce himself, he kind of talked about how he doesn't need to introduce himself and he is famous. That definitely sounded like he felt he was too good to even give a proper introduction, and for the fact that you were meeting with the president of a whole country, the number one citizen of a whole country, of course people were bound to feel offended and feel disrespected by the way he conducted himself.
It was Steve Harvey. It was Steve Harvey. First things first, Zambians, I don't understand. Help me out here. Help me out. Why are we allowing every celebrity that we see coming in the country, whether they're from overseas or they're from a country that is doing better than us, why are we allowing them to go to the State House? For what? And meet our president, our honorable president. For what? Why? Our president is not just a commoner. No. Yes, I know they're looking forward to meet him, but he's not just a commoner that should meet any Jim and Jack. They must... Why? If Nasty C comes to Zambia, he's going to the State House. If Neo comes to Zambia, he's going to the State House. For what? Do you know why Americans don't receive our musicians like that? It's because that presidential seat is the highest seat, the entire state. Why are we treating our highest seat like a common thing? It's not a common thing. Put some respect on our president's name, on his seat. Put some respect on it. Not just any Jim and Jack should go meet him. Like looking at those footages that I just saw of Steve Harvey being taken to the State House, it looks like our president is looking forward to meeting him more than Steve Harvey is looking forward to meet our own president. Why are you downgrading that man's caliber like that? Excuse me. Let's have some order here. Let's have some order. And also, Steve Harvey, why are you behaving like that? Excuse me. Why is Steve Harvey looking at people like they are common things? Compose yourself, respect yourself. In a conference, you want to talk to people anyhow? How do you look at somebody up and down? And they're looking at you, they're speaking to you with so much respect, and you're looking at someone like he's a common thing, like he's smelling. No. Steve Harvey should also compose himself. This says a lot about him also, and about where he's coming from. When you're in Rome, do what Romans do. We don't care whether you think our country is dirty or maybe it's beneath you, but still, put some respect on it. Pretend a little. You're here, I'm sure you just didn't come here for a vacation. You came here to work. Do that business deal and then go back. If you don't like us, that's fine, but don't treat people like common things. Don't treat people like they're smelling. Don't treat them like... Excuse me, Steve Harvey. Compose yourself. Don't talk to people anyhow you feel like. And I blame us Zambians because we have over-pampered this guy and we have over-boosted his ego that he feels like he can... when he just came, you took him to the State House. Clearly, he's an important person. He's a VIP. He's not just a regular Steve Harvey in the United States. I'm even surprised that he's even able to walk the ground. By now, it looks like he should have been gliding. He should have been seated on bodyguards that were hired. You guys are over-pampering his visit. You're over-pampering him. You're over-stroking his ego. And that is why he's now behaving the way that he's behaving. That behavior is very... I don't want to use the wrongest words here because how do you do? And also the way he was talking to Simon Wewa. Excuse me. I don't care. Look, at the end of the day, Simon Wewa is on TikTok. He knows why he's on TikTok. Maybe that's how he makes his money. Maybe he knows why he's on TikTok. He knows what he's doing there. Okay? Whatever he does, that's his content. He's chosen to do that. He's a grown man, but we're like, give some respect to somebody. Okay? He might not be earning as much as you are. Just respect people. Why are you talking to a grown man like he's a child? Excuse me. But Steve Harvey is like, you're too old to be on TikTok. But yet he has a page. Maybe he's not the one running it, but he still gave consent for it to be in existence. Otherwise, he would have reported it. Why are you telling a grown man, hey, you're too old for TikTok? How many old people are on TikTok? There's a reason why people are making money through social media. That's his content. He's probably getting deals and whatever through that content. This is how he informs us of what is happening. That it doesn't matter whether you don't agree. Somebody could be doing something that you don't agree with, and it's none of your business. If you want to tell someone off, say it in a nice, polite way. Don't talk to a grown man like he's a child.
Zambia people, you guys should call your president to order. You don't just invite any celebrities. Every celebrity must not meet the president, for God's sake. For number one man in the country, you just allow one celebrity from the state come disrespect you just because you want to sit with an American celebrity. These celebrities, they treat them like shit in the state. They throw them in jail anyhow. That is in jail, Kelly is in jail. A lot of them is in jail. They don't care. You invite a celebrity, as disrespectful as these people are to Africans. You don't want to introduce yourself. You are too famous to introduce yourself. Like for real? These puppet American celebrities, once they go to Middle East, they act accordingly. They respect even kids. Don't go to Europe and act like that. I will throw them in jail. Once they step foot in Africa, presidents will throw them red carpet. Want to see them. See the warriors Africans. For presidents don't disgrace us, not fixing the country and fixing roads, disgrace us by kneeling to puppet celebrity. And I really think say life now joke Zambia.
Anyway, must the president meet every Hollywood celebrity that visits this country? No, this is a genuine question. It's not even about politics at this point. This is our head of state, citizen number one, the president of the Republic of Zambia. It has to have some respect. He has to be respected. And every celebrity that has come and met the president, to me, I feel like, this is my opinion, by the way, it feels like the president is being paraded by these clout chasers. Yeah, I'll call them that. Because Hollywood is about clout. Hollywood is about clout. It's about branding, image. The reason they want to meet the president is so that when they take photos and whatever, they can go tell a story back home saying, no, I met with the president of Shan, so that it can level up their importance, to keep their brand up there. And to me, it feels like these cloud chasers are taking advantage of our president. And the fact that I didn't like, with the footage I saw, I didn't like how Steve Harvey was behaving and conducting himself. Body language, he looked like he wasn't into it, he doesn't want to do it. Like we were the ones begging him. Maybe we're the ones begging him, I don't know. But he was acting like he's doing us a favor. But in turn, he wants to invest here. We are doing him a favor. We are allowing him to make money here. He should be putting some respect on our head of state. The way he was so reluctant in extending his hand to greet the president, I didn't like that. The way he was behaving in the conference room where he was slides, whatever was being discussed, I didn't like the way he was asked, next, whatever. I didn't like all that. You are in the presence of a president. Tone matters. How you speak matters. You think if I met the president, I would be loud as I am right now? No. I'm never loud like this when I'm talking to my own mother. You understand? So, at this point, I'm starting to think like my president, Ukulaba become spotlight with these Hollywood people. First, it was Neo, who popped up at State House. Muma sleeper. I didn't know that was even possible. You go meet the president, Muma sleeper, ku State House, na sweatpant. I wasn't told. So, who is doing this? Huh? No, seriously, guys. Otherwise, I am so against whatever is happening. If Steve Harvey wants to invest, let him do. But let him respect this place also. I don't care who he thinks he is. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how rich and famous a celebrity is, you are still not at the level of a president. The only time you are at the level of the president is if you are a president yourself. Simple as pie. I seriously doubt it if he would have behaved the way he'd behaved had he been meeting a president from Europe or from another Western country. Huh? Because you can tell, listen, I'm sorry, this is just my opinion again. Look, Americans, by a superiority complex, okay? There is this, they look down on Africa. And the last thing we should be doing is giving them audience of that nature. Like that. So to him, what do you think was running in his mind? And stop giving him excuses. No, he's a comedian. Yeah, he's a comedian. We all agree with that. But when you're with the president, you conduct yourself in the best manner you can. This is not a joke. You understand? You can't joke with power. Otherwise, to me, this was a PR disaster. It was a disaster. And whoever set it up, I'm sorry, you could have done better. You could have done better.
And now, Steve Harvey is not the only person getting backlash. People are also talking about how the president needs to make himself not so accessible to just any random person, including a celebrity. They have expressed how they feel he should be scarce. And I didn't know this until when I started researching on this video. The president has actually met with another American celebrity last year in the person of Neo.
First and foremost, hello. Thank you for allowing me to be here. Thank you for taking the time. I understand that you are extremely busy. I want to apologize for my attire. I was not told that I needed to dress a certain way. My bad. I'm known for a suit. I would have happily put a suit on, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm happy to be here. I've never been here before. I had no real expectations of this place before I got here, but I gotta say that from the second I left the airplane, it's been nothing but love, nothing but appreciation. And this is my first time here, but absolutely not my last. I just appreciate you all having me here.
So you see that this is kind of looking like a pattern. I particularly do not know the reason why he met up with Neo, but if anybody knows, please just drop it in the comment section. But people have talked about how he's making himself too accessible to celebrities, that they would have understood if it was other politicians from other countries or people in diplomatic positions or political positions that he had to meet with, not random celebrities. And that this is leaving room for him to be disrespected, which is probably why the Steve Harvey conversation is even happening in the first place. This is definitely dicey, you guys. I like the fact that Africans on the continent are reaching out to Africans in the diaspora and letting them know that you're well received here. You guys can come. I believe even if it's just by interactions with celebrities, even the regular folks in the African diaspora can always know that they are welcome. That is like one of the easiest way to do PR, to let you guys know that you can come to the African continent and you will be accepted. But do I share the sentiments of people saying the president needs to make himself a little less accessible? Yes, I see the sense in that as well. And I think it's a good thing to welcome people in the diaspora, to give them that kind of honor and know that they are welcome back to the motherland. But that still is no reason for you to be disrespectful. But I want to know what you guys think about this whole situation. Do you think the president is making himself too accessible? Like, discussions like this should have probably been conducted by maybe a minister or any other person in a lower political position instead of these celebrities having access to the president himself? Or do you guys think it's not a big deal and the president can meet with any celebrity he deems fit? And also, there's also been this discussion raised about Americans looking down on Africans, and Africans sometimes, in some cases, not having enough self-respect in the way we present ourselves to people outside the diaspora. This is a whole discussion that has come up. I just want to know what you guys think in the comment section. Let's have a discussion. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.